He sent his friend a text, "I hope I survived this week," and then he disappeared. This is the true crime case of Logan Schindelman. He was regarded as a bright student and an amazing athlete. His parents weren't really involved. He was raised mainly by his grandmother Jenny. His half-sister was also raised by his grandmother Jenny and lived there with them. On the morning of May 19th, 2016, Logan had an odd interaction with his grandmother. He told his grandmother he was going to go on a trip over the weekend. When she asked where, he just said that he had had an epiphany. She was on her way to work. She said to him that they could talk about it later. His grandmother did not realize that later would never come. That was the last time his grandmother saw Logan. A day passed and she went to the police department because she hadn't heard from him. The police department was closed for the weekend. She was unable to make a police report until the next Monday. When Monday came, it was found that the police had already impounded his car. It was found on Interstate 5 near mile marker 92 in Rochester, Washington, about 9 miles from his home. Multiple reports came in about Logan's car. The first report is some lady saw who she thinks was him standing behind the car while it was on the side of the interstate. The next report comes that his car was swerving out of control across 3 lanes, stopped at the center median, and a white man got out of the passenger seat and ran across the road. Later, other reports came in that people saw him with 2 white men outside of his car. Now, these are all very odd circumstances. Nobody was able to identify the 2 white men. This man was described as very tall, maybe 6 foot, with light blonde hair and a bowl cut. He was wearing jeans that were too short and a tank top that was too small. The other man was also white, shoulder-length blonde hair, a flannel, and jeans. Then a random thing happened. People reported seeing a naked teenager that vaguely could have been described as what Logan looked like running through the woods. The police went after that man, never found him. We don't really even know if that's involved in this case. There was a search team, canine units, and helicopter, and they never found any evidence of anything, and they never found a body either. They were looking into it as it being a suspicious missing person. They didn't seem to think he just ran away. One person that was a suspect, people speculate, was the half-sister's boyfriend. Logan told someone that he had an issue with the boyfriend, but never told them why before he disappeared. The boyfriend had a history of crimes. He was looked at by the police. He did a polygraph and passed, and then they didn't really look into him further. But we do know polygraphs are pseudoscience, and lots of serial killers have gotten away with passing a polygraph than murdering more people. Not saying he did it. We don't know. We don't know if he's dead because there's honestly not really much evidence in this case besides his car. Inside of his car was his wallet, clothes, snacks. Like, it really looked like he had packed to go away for the weekend. So this case has been widely covered in the last few years, but nobody has seen anything and nobody has said anything. The thing is, somebody knows something out there. People don't just disappear. This case remains unsolved. Hopefully someday someone will come out and say something and give the family some closure.